thing is elections.
That's what I do.
Oh. I'm real worried for you.
Keep your hands
Turn the
low.
agenda
Keep your
quick.
hands low.
So welcome to the January 21st, 2026 meeting of the Henry County Tourism Commission.
Thank you.
Welcome to Kayla Kessler.
Thank you. Oh, I have it. Yeah, it's on here. Thank you.
We're going to elect a president, a vice president, a secretary, and a treasurer. So the current officers are vice president Scott Frost, secretary Carrie Barrett, treasurer Kenny Cox. Is there a motion for president?
Make a motion. We make Scott the president.
Oh, hi, Scott.
Is there a second?
I will second that.
All right. All in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Any opposed? Scott, it's your meeting.
It's my meeting.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
condolences.
Thank you. Do I have to proceed with the other officers? Is that
Yes,
what we're doing?
please.
Okay. Do I hear a nomination for vice president?
I mean, if somebody would like to do it, or would offer to do it, or?
We have basically three people here, I guess, that would, unless you want, you want to do.
I'd be more happy to do it if somebody would take this part.
Well,
I'll
Let's be
offer
the
to do
treasurer.
it. I want treasurer, secretary.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right now.
right. Vice president's the best one, probably. In my opinion.
That's safe.
If you want to have low.
all right, we have a nomination for vice president. Is there any other discussion? Everybody vote yay.
Yes.
Yes. Anybody vote no? Abstain?
Wait a minute, who moved and seconded that? I'm sorry.
Who
And
did?
who's
Did I not do
who's the
that?
treasurer and secretary?
Oh, she volunteered, okay.
And I'll second the volunteer. How about that?
Okay.
Do that.
And who's treasurer and secretary?
The current secretary is Carrie and the current treasurer is Kenny.
I'll make a motion. We leave those the same.
Yeah, we figured.
Second?
Fine, I need. Oh, you got off the hook.
Am I allowed to second?
Nice.
Oh, I'll second.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
All right, to vote on secretary and treasurer, everyone's in favor of the two current staying in their positions, say aye.
Right.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we have the officer set. All right. For the minutes, are they enclosed here or were they emailed?
Both.
Both? All right. Has everyone had a chance to look at the minutes? That was at the meeting.
There's a lot of dollar signs underneath the financial update, which I noticed when I was getting ready for today's meeting. I will make those changes, but.
Where are we looking?
Oh, yeah. I
Under
see it.
financial update,
I didn't catch it
extra.
either.
I don't know, I think dollars, but I will.
You get that. I didn't.
I just thought you did it being fancy or something. I didn't think.
Well,
so.
We have money.
Yeah, creativity, that's
I may have
creativity.
done that when I converted it to a PDF. Sometimes when I convert things to PDF,
I know.
a gremlin gets in there.
I like that, let's blame Cory.
Blame
Or
the-
blame the PDF, blame Adobe.
Yeah.
I'll make those changes.
All right, we have a motion to accept the minutes from the October 2025 meeting.
I will make a motion to accept the minutes.
Kenny makes the motion. Do we have a second?
Oh, I'll second.
Do we have a second?
That's all you need.
There you go. Everybody approved, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No one opposed, that passes.
I mean, and just one
One
add-on to
caveat.
that is that, in the back page on the budget, the Q4 check was written and delivered. So that was, it's not written in these minutes, but it was done. It was approved in December, and that was completed.
And then I, in your packet, and also emailed, I just basically printed off the summary of how things shook out for calendar year 2025. So we had an approved contract of $88,900. We drew down or were reimbursed $85,745.76. And Kayla, for your benefit, usually in October, I bring a contract or a budget request to the commission for the next calendar year. And then we work off that budget and then invoice the commission on a quarterly basis in arrears. So there's no invoice today because it was paid and it was paid in December just because of the calendar year. But in April, for the April meeting, you'll see a detailed invoice and a similar tracking document for the 2026.
Got it.
This is just by way of explanation.
Thank you.
Any questions on the budget update from 2025?
Where are we at? Have we done the financial review?
Yeah, that's where we'll be. Okay,
Kenny.
financial.
Yeah.
And I'll talk some numbers here. Currently, the checking account holds $22,963.78. So the checking account, $22,963.78. Savings account balance current is $22,506.37. And I made an update call into the innkeeper's tax account through the auditor. And the current as of this morning is $47,840.
Okay, so
Yeah, double checked you, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's usually the other way around. Yeah.
You've got more.
I was
recent-
surprised
you've
it
got
went
more
up. I
to
said,
date.
all right, it went up. Because she said, yeah, he called me not too long.
Yep.
So our total funds available right now would be $93,000, 040, so $93,040.15.
Most of us probably remember, but you want to explain to Kayla why some are in checking and some in savings, or how that?
Yeah, I can. Currently, we have a checking account out of this tourism commission, and that's what we'll write the quarterly checks or anything that would come up that we would deem that would be okay to do. We have a savings account, which is also considered a reserve account, just in case something would happen economically and people aren't going to hotels and the numbers drop down. We would have some buffer there to hopefully let them recuperate while we still operate it. So that's what the savings account's for. And then there's at the auditor's office, each monthly, the hotels have a form they fill out. Hotels and the Airbnbs have a form they fill out, and they collect the 5% tax on top of the state tax. And the 5% is just basically a pass-through that comes to the innkeepers, which I think this thing was started maybe in 1991 or
That sounds about right.
it's around that 1990, 91 range is when all this started through the hotels and then the innkeeper's tax, and then the money goes to a organization that basically, I mean, keep it simple, you use it for marketing for people to come to Henry County.
What kind of interest do we get on our savings?
I'd have to look. Yeah,
that
nothing.
through?
Yeah, First Federal. I would say without looking, probably next, hardly anything.
There was a new thing passed a few years ago where governmental and non-for-profits can get a special interest rate.
Oh.
And I griped at Citizens for the township funds. I went from making $4 a month interest to $400 a
Oh,
month.
wow, okay.
Just because I brought it up to them, hey, can you do better? I'm gonna start shopping around.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said, and that's a lot of money.
Well, because, like now you can go like a money market account or something, it's gonna definitely make you more than just a general savings. But
Are we
yeah,
allowed to do that?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, we'd have to check.
I think
About
so.
the time I do it, I'll find out.
So
I'm
if-
supposed to.
so-
Yeah, but we'll check on it.
So if that 47,000 is being held, what if we got a bigger chunk of it and put it in a CD? Is that?
Well, I will transfer some of that money prior to our April meeting, because I don't know what the first quarter is gonna be, but it could be more than 22.
Or if you can make something comparable to a CD. Or
Right.
close to it,
Right.
it adds up.
Yeah, and I mean, the only thing I could think of that would give you flexibility is the money market, because
Yeah.
you can write checks. If you go CD, it would lock it up, which I don't
It
think we
does.
probably should do that, because we really need the money. It's for an emergency fund.
Well, that was on my checking too. Might add that.
Huh, okay, yeah,
So-
we can check, or I can check on that. And then our car report, which is the 2025 end of the year reporting, since we're a government entity, that was turned in on January 15th, and our 2026 budget was turned in with that. And I always copy all the bank statements with our checking and savings account and give to them over there. So, and that's due on the 20th of each month, and I had that turned in on the 15th. So that's all, as of now, that's taken care of. And then the budget that was submitted was option A, the 92,000.
It was in the minutes.
Yeah.
96.2.
Yeah, 96,200 is what was submitted. So that's what we can draw this year out of our innkeepers in here, and it's sitting on 47 now, and the year's just starting, so should be fine. And you're carrying 22,000 already in the count. So we have room, as of right now, when you talk about where the budget stands and what we're able to transfer and what we currently have, you can say 2026 is very solid from a finance standpoint. We'll be fine. Even though you see a little bit of a downward trend from one year to the next. I wouldn't consider it major, but it is a downward. It went from 2024 from 84.9 to 81, so you lost 3,000. Went 3,000 down.
There were some special events in there, like the eclipse somewhere. That
Right.
attracted a little more.
And it's finicky because in a lot of it, and I've said too, it boils down to sometimes, which isn't tours, but it's your work crews, depending on what's going on. Like I said, I've seen work crews come through hotel from February to November and take 15 rooms every night the whole year. And you can't lay gas line every year. That's a one-time hit also. So that stuff fluctuates in there. But I think all our events and all that stays consistent. The events we have and things, you always get your influx during that, or any kind of little special circumstance things, you'll get them too. But I do know one group is the work group versus go-karts and saddle club. Them are pretty strong, and them are solid from March to September as tourism. But the work group is not. And I don't know. I know there was some of that going on, and that might have slowed down. And that could be some of the answer, without knowing for sure.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think that would be my.
Wrap that up. Corey, I guess, and.
Yeah, so we continue to contract with our friends at Whole Heart Communication, and they help the EDC with both economic development marketing and tourism marketing. And so they put this together. So this is our marketing plan for 2026. I'll just say that it's a good time to be in Indiana. Congratulations to the Indiana University football team, right? Got to start there. But it's a good time to be in Indiana because Indianapolis hosts a lot of basketball stuff this year and for the next couple of years in terms of all three divisions of the college men's finals are in Indianapolis in early April. And we will see visitation from that because of our attractions. And that's the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame and the Hoosier Gym.
We'll do a special promotion, or how will we?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
You'll
part,
get to
that's,
that, I bet, yeah.
yeah.
So I'll turn it over to Christy to give the highlights of the marketing plan for 2026.
Yes, this is a big year for, especially in the basketball realm. It'll just, because it's going to go right from that early April men's finals to, and we're just coming out of high school, and then we'll be going into the Fever, Pacers and Fever seasons. And so we have all that coming up. So our Q1, what we're going to be doing in Q1, we are going to be, starting in mid-February, be doing promotions for lodging. Like it's much less expensive and also a lot less stressful to stay here than it is to stay in Indianapolis. So we're going to be promoting that until we max everybody out. And then we will be doing a lot of basketball heavy content even through that April weekend. We are also we're finally, now that TikTok has settled down and everybody decided it's not going to get banned, we are going to be on TikTok in a more real and present way. Lilith, that joined our team, is versed in it, and we have contacted our two of our commission members, Mary and Carrie, to be the fun ants of Henry County tourism. So they were going to go visit different destinations and tell everybody why they should go there. So that'll be a fun way to share about what we have to offer, in addition to just some general, fun and
Aren't you
fun
glad you weren't
content.
named like, I don't know, Terry?
Yeah.
Terry Carey, and you'd be in trouble.
Yeah, we'd start getting all of you guys in there. But and then and we're
And Larry.
the other thing that we'd like to start doing is to work more collaboratively with our local media marketplace, or not media marketplace facilitator, Airbnbs, Verbos, etc. Getting them to complete a form just so that we understand their listing and can help them in promoting it. We're putting that ball mostly in their court so that they do the heavy lifting, and then we take that and promote it out for them. So that is another project that we're looking at doing. So then after Q1, then we get into, Q2 kind of continues into that basketball lives here. Basketball. And then we have summer, and summer is just, I don't know what it is about summer. It just really, we can hardly keep up with everything happening in Henry County. So just getting that all going and out there. We're going to be doing promotions throughout the year to try to get more people to sign up for our email list. That gets a lot of really great response. It's a really good way for local people to know what's going on, and then to also share with others as well. And then we also want to do some more work with some of our larger festivals, such as the Farmers Pike Festival that already is kind of established. So the main thing that we look to do is try to do the best with what we have, and so if things are already going, why not just throw some more at that. The other thing that is different this year is that the Renaissance Festival will be in November. So we have that. We had already printed up our visitors guides, and then they made the decision to move it. So we'll be helping them do some good PR for the Renaissance Festival, because that brings in a lot of people too. So it's something that once people get into that, they just want to come back again and again. So that'll be another thing that we're working on that's not necessarily in here. Wasn't our initial it is. It is in my plan. I didn't know if I remembered to add that.
There it is.
That is what we have going. Does anyone have any questions for us? You can kind of see some of the ideas that we had for TikTok. I don't know if we put that on the last page or not. Yeah, TikTok ideas are on the last page. Some of the things that Lilith had come up with for us. We won't be able to execute on everything this year, but just some ideas to get us going. So, yeah.
One of the things that we did differently in late 2025, but impacts 26, is we rejoined the festival guide.
Yeah.
And so I sat down with one of the key people at the festival guide to better understand the product. And so we have a listing in the festival guide in terms of destination development, Hoops and Henry. But they suggested, and I thought this was a fantastic idea, take the festivals and events that are already in the guide and that are already investing their dollars, so local events, and provide them basically a buy-up. And so that's what we did. And it was voluntary. The festivals guide contacted all of the local advertisers, it was like 6 or 7 here in the county, and said, Henry County Destination Development has some dollars available if you want to upgrade. And every one of them took advantage
So
of
we
it.
sort of subsidized some ads
We did.
space and made it bigger.
We did.
Okay.
Match their advertising dollars with our advertising dollars. And so
Is that the ones that are highlighted a little more in here? Is that the bigger ones? Or
I can't answer that off that. It's a pretty comprehensive guide, Scott, but if you find a Henry County event in the guide, they have a larger ad or a more
Okay.
prominent presence because of matching dollars through destination development.
Yeah.
Did the Hoosier Gym take advantage of it,
Yes.
Corey? So okay, so they got a little bit bigger.
All right.
So that was new.
Yeah.
That is a good.
I'd purposely taken a couple years off from it so I could understand all of the opportunities to advertise in tourism. There's a lot. And I'm very pleased with the resources that you make available, but darn, it goes fast. Particularly that marketing budget.
To get into this, did you not do something else, or how did you move money
No.
around? All right.
I didn't have to,
It's part of your marketing,
yeah,
overall
I didn't
marketing.
have to give up anything per se.
And I think, I think it's a great concept, but it is a battle, to try to lure the people out of Indy to come here. And I think it's a great idea, and it's a good option, which goes to me, Henry County in general, you've got the world's largest gym, you got the Basketball Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
you got Basketball Hotel, you got the movie Hoosier. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things we talk about Indiana, Newcastle High School had, Indiana University's won 5 national championships. There was a guy from Newcastle on 4 of those 5. There's a lot of ties.
Yeah.
There really are. But it's just, you're really able to get them. I'm saying it because I think it's a great idea, but I know it's a little bit of a battle.
Oh, yeah,
It just
definitely.
is. But it is a great.
It's not going to happen without some nudging.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it's a great option because I think that too, because the cost factor, the
Yeah.
what you just said, it does make sense.
Yeah.
But it does take something, and if there's some reason you got to do some kind of specific package or something, from my end, if you want to let us know, if there's
Okay,
something we can
yeah.
do. But
Okay.
if you want to try to, like you're talking about with this, if you want to package something and say, hey, here's what we can do with the hotel, blah, blah, blah. And you might even say, in the tickets for the Hall of Fame being there, and here's a number for the gym. Maybe you just put a little packet, a basketball experience packet.
Yeah.
Might be,
Yeah.
a thought with that. And if you do want to do something like that, let us know. Because
Okay.
anybody's big time
Well, yeah,
basketball. Because to me, anybody's a big basketball fans coming out of Indy to hear, well, you know what, let's try to take
We
care
had
of
talked
them.
about doing something like that for the Hall of Fame in December.
Yeah.
Doing
So-
some kind of a basketball
So if there's
package
something you want
too,
to tie in
Okay.
with the stadium
Yeah.
and make it a little
Yeah.
more of a bigger packet,
Exactly,
that's
yeah.
fine on that.
Okay.
And then talking about another thought, and I don't know if you guys, Corey, when I mentioned, the Saddle Club and the go-kart track, and you don't need to market to them, they're bringing them in anyway, but is there anything that you guys do that lets them know that, hey, we appreciate you gues, or is there any of their events you go to or settings? And I wouldn't say we can't spend a lot of money on that, 'cause you got, they're coming, all
Right.
right. But I'm like, I hate to forget people who have been for a long time
Yeah.
funneling these tax dollars through the hotels and all this and that. So I don't know if there's something that you could, and
Well,
I don't know what that something is. I don't know if you go to a certain event, sponsor something, or spend a few $100s and set a table up and have giveaways or whatever. And that's just to push your current, which in economic development, you do that. That's a big motto for you on current business.
Sure.
So it'd be the same kind of theory. So that's
Sure.
a thought now that we're talking about this.
Two things come to mind. Is one, Penny makes sure that they have these,
Right.
and so that's a
So
visit.
they'll know to
That's a
come.
conversation. The second thing that we're doing is we've got 1 year of Placer under our belt, and we better understand it. And so I've been running Placer reports on different
Right.
businesses or destinations and sending it to them and saying, use this complimentary tool in your own marketing. Let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah, I see where you sent one to Main Street for the movies.
Yes?
Yeah. But I just think it's a good idea to make sure, and you do that, like I say with the business side of things, just to make sure you show, hey, we appreciate you
Well,
guys.
we
don't want to forget about
We
it.
can make sure that we include enough, like we've done quite a bit with when we very first started with tourism, Penny and I did a little tour of all, we went to
right,
each
right,
one
yeah.
and did, just kind of, what are your
Get a
needs?
feel.
We couldn't ever get in with the go-kart people necessarily, but we also, we do, as much as we can,
Right.
videos for that, like to promote them too. You know, like in
the
addition,
e-newsletter.
they're in the e-newsletter.
They
We put their events on our website without them telling us to too. So like, but I think maybe what we might need to do now, the Saddle Club, I talk to Rebecca on a pretty regular basis,
Okay.
but the go-kart one though probably does need a little bit of, hey, you guys are awesome, you know, kind of a little pat on the back
Yeah,
type
and
of
you're
a
really
thing.
not gonna draw to them. They've got their own circle. of
Right, they
drawing.
don't
It's just
need
what
to,
I'm
right,
saying, like
yeah.
current
But I think
couple
too
big
though,
stuff.
I mean, I don't want to only promote things that, you know, we want to make sure we're promoting the things that
Right.
are paying the bills too, so,
Yes, and I think, you know, you guys will make that decision.
Yeah.
You don't wanna invest a lot into something, you know,
Mhm.
but you need to invest on something to try to grow,
Right,
you know.
yeah.
But at the same time, I just through that
Yeah.
out there as
No, it's a
thought.
good idea. I
Yeah,
wrote
it
down
is.
tourism BRE, and BRE stands for Business Retention and Expansion, so,
Yeah.
That's right down your
Yeah.
alley, huh?
yep,
yeah.
Corey loves it.
good acronym.
You brought up Placer. What, we've done that for a year. What was your contract? 2 years? with them, or-
2025 was the first year.
Right.
2026 is the second year. We've already paid it. And so when you get the quarterly invoice, you'll see a line item. I'm only able to afford that by basically splitting the cost across 3 different budgets.
So we're like a third of it or something?
Yeah.
Corey, is there something as you've done those reports that you've been like, huh, that's interesting? Corey shared with me a report for Memorial Park, and I thought it was interesting. It gives the last 3 years, maybe. Is that?
Yep.
And one of the things I thought was curious is it had declined. Like
Visitation had
visitation
declined.
had declined, and I think it's by 20,000, and I think it's because they dredged.
There's no fishing
Yeah, you
opportunity.
can't
Yeah.
get in there.
Yeah. So, so I was like, oh, so people are coming for the pond.
So
But
then
that
we
was
know.
so I didn't know if there was something you were like, oh my gosh, this is more people than I thought, or
I did a presentation to the city park board
Yes.
about 2 of their parks, and I was, pleasantly, I don't know, surprised about the usage of the parks, particularly from out of town.
I bet the skate park brings a lot more people than we,
Yeah.
and the disc golf brings more people than
And
we
where they go afterwards.
Right.
Ice cream. Weenie World in specifically.
It has the most lights.
So, anyway, ice cream.
Love it.
It has the most stuff.
But there's several applications for that, and we're using it both on a tourism basis. We're using it on a workforce basis. We're also using it to help small businesses from a marketing standpoint.
I could have saved you all that money and told you everybody loves ice cream. There's no secret to that.
Just gotta find the right place to go.
Yeah.
Was our contract with them a special deal at the beginning price-wise, and it's gonna go up? Or?
Oh, it did go up,
It did go up.
and which was anticipated. I think it this year was 15,000 total. No, that's not the tourism commission share. 15,000 total. I think last year, I don't know, was it 12 or 13? And so we had a 2-year contract, and so I'll evaluate it probably September, October.
Seems like it is valuable, though. Hopefully the people you share that with use it to some extent.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like a Main Street or
Yeah.
a park. Or, yeah. Has anyone come to you, private business or someone, and ask, or would they even know to ask?
I'm not sure that they would know, but we are broadcasting this to the interweb, so if
Yeah.
someone has an interest in receiving a placer report, give me a call.
Yeah, like has the hotel done something like that? Or?
Could, I mean, well, like you're asking me, it's like, man, we've just been so many years in there, we've just been pretty darn steady. So I guess I have.
He's
to
on my
look.
list.
And and I've talked to Corey. Corey's been awesome. Like, and sometimes you get too many irons in the fire, so you just keep rolling. It's kind of like, but it would be. I mean, anytime you got information, it's not a bad thing.
And Kayla, we use the Hall of Fame to validate it. In other words, when they were trying to sell it to us, I said, run the Hall of Fame. Because you guys have shared with us just over in the course of regular business what your visitation is.
Yeah.
It was spot on. And then there was an uptick with some pretty strong visitation from like the Mississippi, Alabama area, and then you cross-reference the games at the Hoosier Gym. They brought high schools up.
You should. You should.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Yeah, we just had teams in from Missouri last week or the week prior. They were playing at the Hoosier Gym, and we had both teams in that played each other, and then they did tours. So it was kind of neat. And they played there. And then we actually had another school group in, so we had over 100 people in. It was the Friday before last. But then we also recently put in a digital airport ad.
Neat.
With everything coming up
That's awesome.
with March Madness being in the Final Four in Indianapolis, that was a hefty investment. I will tell you.
Sure.
Yeah. So we're hoping that pans out.
I may just go walk around the airport just so I can see
Yeah.
the digital ad.
Yeah. So we actually we didn't love the one that Lamar came up with. So Noah Dahlquist, our publications coordinator, created it. He's really talented. So he created it for us, and my kids are actually on it, which was not. I'm looking for some NIL actually. But, no, that was not my idea. So.
Sometimes
but-
it's who you can.
Yeah.
Who you can get that's willing to do it.
Right.
So, yeah.
So.
Kind of like for
Yeah,
the
my
TikTok
kids have been
series.
Right. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it, but my kids will be on
Yeah.
there. So. But
That's
yeah.
fun.
So they're on there, but you can either that might be something worth looking into. I didn't expect our board to sign on for a full year, but they did. Which, like I said,
Can
was
you
an
send
investment.
a photo of it when you?
Yeah,
yeah,
happy
that'd be
to.
great. Yeah.
Actually, Noah traveled recently, and I don't know if he took a picture while he was there, but we have the ad, obviously.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah. Good.
but then it's where you see the flights, where you go to look up the different flights,
Perfect.
because there's different, obviously,
Yeah.
options,
Yeah.
where you can be located, but. You can run it for a month. You can do a quarter. You can do for a year. We signed up for a year, so we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
Do you have your relationship with the Hoosier Gym? Is that a good one as far as them sending,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
reminding
for sure.
you, they remind people that go there of you and vice versa?
Yeah, and we send everybody that way.
Yeah.
So.
CBS Sunday morning,
Yeah.
speaking of the Hoosier Gym, CBS Sunday morning this past Sunday, Jane Pauley was doing a segment on the football, and she's a Hoosier herself, 5 generations on both sides, she didn't mind telling us. But we got to see Coach Norman Dale in the Hoosier Gym. Now, if she would have asked me, I would have said, the Hoosier Gym is located in Knightstown, but
Right,
she
yeah.
didn't include that in the script.
Yeah, I didn't catch
And our
But-
website,
My point is, we can't buy that kind of advertisement.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it. She did a nice job.
she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Miami fan.
Yeah.
But
Or a Boilermaker card.
Just one day. For one day.
All right. I don't think I have anything else on marketing unless you all have anything else.
Are we doing anything for the 250th anniversary of America? I mean, that's not basketball, but it's this summer.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that we had anyone locally that was willing to spearhead a whole thing. I mean,
thought
did
they
you?
put together a committee.
I think it ended up being the Historical Society.
Okay.
Okay.
So once we hear about that, we'll definitely promote,
promote
whatever
Yeah.
whatever they are doing. We will promote it.
Well, I
yeah.
hadn't heard anything.
Yeah. So
I
that's
know
good.
that
I'm glad.
It lands on a cruise-in night.
Oh, good.
It's
wow.
a Saturday night.
Funny.
Okay.
Are they
Farmers market and cruise-in, they know about it.
Are they doing that run? Are they doing the run? Is that when Nate's doing the countywide run?
I haven't heard anything
Yeah.
about that lately. Have you talked to him at all?
I haven't. I might see him in the. I
Yeah,
might see him
I'll
at the
kind of keep
Y
my
in the
ear to
morning.
the
Christy and I
ground
might
and see
him at
what's
the Y in
going
the
on.
morning.
Yeah.
Nate was planning another. It's not necessarily tourism because it's something we would care about, but I think Nate Lamar was planning another county wide,
Torch run.
Torch run
Okay.
hits all the townships.
Okay.
Yeah.
which people,
On a local level, the Heart Society, in conjunction with Henry Community Health, is working to bring back Affairs of the Heart.
Oh, nice.
But much, I mean, we haven't done it since 2 weeks before COVID.
Yeah.
So 5 or 6 years. So we're going to try a totally different way of going about it. We've secured the Basketball Hall of Fame for February 26th.
Nice.
The whole theme is going to be March Madness theme, heart healthy. And we're going to finalize all the details on February the 5th, and then we'll be ready to, but that won't give us much time.
No, if you have
So-
any information,
I will, we'll have everything
Just we
together
can at least
after
put it
that.
out, put it in the
We
calendar.
wanted to do something instead of nothing, but we don't want to throw it
Right.
together, so.
Yeah.
But,
Well, just send me, or if you want to submit the event on the website, either way. Or if you want
And,
to send it to me, like we can
depending
get it out for you.
upon a few things, we'll have vendor space
Okay.
available, and I'm not sure how we decide
Yeah.
to go about that, but
Okay.
as soon as
Yeah.
I know, I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we're excited to host that.
Yeah.
that'll be really neat.
Yeah.
And Sabrina Criswell, she's new to
Yes.
the Heart Society board, and
Uh-huh.
she's getting guest speakers, and she's
Good.
like,
Oh, she's a
Yeah,
good one to
kind of
have on there.
sweetheart.
What's the
Yeah, she
event
is.
like? What happens?
Do you remember Affairs of the Heart, which was kind of geared toward women? We always did it at the First Baptist Church. We would draw in 800 or 1,000 women. It was
Mhm.
just a 2-hour event once a year. So hopefully after the 1st of February, you'll be hearing a lot about it, but pass on the information so we can get the word out.
Sure.
Anything else under marketing?
you guys continue to do a great job.
Thank you.
I don't know, maybe this is not, maybe I shouldn't ask this, I don't know. What's the contract with you from us? Is that a yearly thing?
Yeah,
or
it's-
have we already
it's-
done that? Is that
You,
the-
you approved it last fall.
Last
Yeah.
fall.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't here.
Well, it's good to know.
Is that the meeting I missed last?
Yeah, I think that was a meeting you
All
missed.
right, good.
Yeah.
So it's in your meeting minutes,
All right,
and
Do you wanna take it back?
it's,
Yeah,
I presented two options,
no,
and you all approved option A.
okay. So that's a yearly contract.
It is a yearly.
He didn't give us much.
It's a yearly
choice.
budget.
He was in both option A and option B.
Oh,
It's a yearly budget. We have a contract that rolls over unless you all give notice to cancel or we give notice to cancel. But the budget is an annual action, either approved or not approved by the commission.
And the contract, I think, is 2 years at a time, isn't it, or it's more than one?
Well, initially it was like for 3 years, but then it just automatically renews
That's a 3-year renewal.
unless either one gives
Right,
notice.
I don't know who carries that contract. I mean, maybe you as the president want to get a copy of it or something.
How about I just send a copy of the contract to all of you?
Since you're asking about it.
That way you have it in your email.
That's fine.
Does it still align, Corey, with
It does.
EDC? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It absolutely aligns.
Are you still enjoying it as much as you when you started? Because when you first started, you were like, "This tourism stuff is fun."
It is fun.
Okay,
It is fun.
Different, yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
different.
different but similar.
And I'm proud of the brand.
You should be.
I'm going to Knightstown to the data center public hearing. I'm going to represent the
Yeah.
brand, right? I mean,
is that tonight?
that's tonight.
Have fun.
I won't, but anyway.
Drama.
Thank you.
Anything else to talk about from anybody? We have a motion to adjourn?
Next meeting?
April 15th. Is that tax day? 2020.
Oh.
Tax day?
Would be. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
There you go.
Next meeting, 8.